the Southeast AgNet.
Unbeatable prices and events are popping up everywhere at Rural King. Like an antique steel fire pit for just $49.98. Or your choice of 27-foot tie-down ratchet straps, just $7.99 a piece. And don't miss taking a spin on the baddest mowers at our Lawn Mower Rodeo. Saturday, June 18th from 10 till 2. Must be 16 or older to ride. Shop now at RuralKing.com or your neighborhood Rural King, America's farm and home store.
When it really counts, depend on the source for the latest weather updates, keeping you ahead of the storm. 96.3 FM, 1370 AM, The Source.
We'll have a mix of clouds and sunshine today with a heavy thunderstorm this afternoon and a high of 89 to 91. Then clouds breaking tonight, low 73 to 77. Look for a mix of clouds and sunshine Saturday with a thunderstorm in the afternoon, high 90 to 92. Then cloudy on Sunday with a passing shower early, a thunderstorm in the afternoon, and a high of 89 to 92. Thunderstorms on Monday. From the Florida Weather Center, I'm Holly Holdren.
Blockers Furniture is having their huge Independence Day 4th of July sale. We're talking an 80,000 square foot showroom full of savings. Beautiful sectionals starting as low as $19 per month. Check out the Dunwell Power Headrest Sofa with savings up to $200. You can save up to $600 on select queen storage bed with dresser and mirror sets. And right now during Blockers Furniture Independence Day 4th of July sale, mattresses start at just $3.99. And all outdoor furniture and accessories 25% off. Blockers Furniture, 2402 Southwest College Road, Ocala. See store for complete offer details.
This hour of Ocala Talks is brought to you in part by Blockers Furniture. Go see all their specials at blockersfurniture.com.
This is Ocala Talks with Tom Schmidt, bringing stories that are important to our community in and around Ocala. Plus, of course, a splash of sports as well. Now, here's your host, Tom.
Welcome back to Ocala Talks on a Friday. 10 o'clock, so it's time. But before we get there, we want to introduce Susan Schmitz, my lovely wife. Happy anniversary month, Susan.
Happy birthday month, my love.
Before we get started, I wanted to tease to everybody that you had a unique thing because fireworks, there's no public fireworks displays, so everybody's buying their fireworks, going to blow them up in their own neighborhoods and everything instead of going to a public display. But you have a unique idea because we have dogs that don't do well with fireworks. What is your unique idea for people instead of buying fireworks?
Well, take that money, go buy a couple of bags of dog food or cat food, whichever one you want, or both, and donate them to your local humane society, to WOCA, to a need, to a shelter. There's a lot of animals, just in general, that really have bad side effects to fireworks, to the loud noises, and then it's gone. Like, why don't you have a feel-good moment that instead of hurting animals, you are actually going to help them this 4th of July season.
And that's not even to mention all the horses that freak out in the billion-dollar industry we have in this county of horses.
Right.
Man, I can't, maybe that's why they don't have a big display somewhere because of the horses. Hey, you know what it's time for?
Dumb Crook News.
It's time.
You know what you...
For your hearing pleasure, Dumb Crook News.
That's right. It's time for Dumb Crook News. And, boy, we have some great Dumb Crook News this morning. You ready?
I'm ready.
All right. A man in Alabama tried to evade the police. He was seen wandering through backyards, stole a lawnmower or a leaf blower. Some residents confronted the man by the early afternoon, prompting him to flee. And he went to the Coosa River there in Alabama, according to Police Chief Tyler Rowe. Officers arrived soon after, tracked him down the river. They'd have eyes on him, then they'd lose him, and they'd catch sight of him again. They didn't have to watch long. He didn't get far. He then decided jump into a kayak and get on down the river.
Oh, well.
Well, he didn't get far. See, if you don't know anything about kayaks or you don't know how to properly ride a kayak, they can be a little elusive. He immediately flipped the kayak over. The police had to go in the river to save him from drowning. He was taken into custody. He's now charged with burglary, theft of property, attempt to elude, and resisting arrest. When asked why he was stealing items, he said, I needed to get my girlfriend and my car out of the impound yard. It had been towed.
Well, it's a good reason.
He said police had towed the vehicle from the area on Friday morning, and he said they didn't have any money to get it out. So he was going to try to steal enough to go pawn it. And they asked him, why did he choose to escape by kayak when there was a John boat right next to him? He said, I don't know how to drive a boat.
He doesn't know how to paddle a kayak either.
Seems not. Dumb crook. Now, this is the California Highway Patrol. The next story is in Los Angeles, California Highway Patrol.
Nice.
They were chasing a stolen car.
Yeah, that happens a lot there, by the way.
Cops have been searching for this stolen car for 90 minutes.
Yeah.
And so they finally got a call that said, you know, they had been looking for a hit-and-run driver that had slammed into a sedan north of Los Angeles. Well, they were looking for the car, and finally they got a call because the car had been stolen out of San Diego Tuesday morning. Mm-hmm. What kind of car were they looking for? Well, it wasn't really a car.
Oh.
They were actually in a high-speed chase with a stolen party bus. The party bus driver were dropping the people who had used the bus the night before at 6:30 a.m. off at their respective hotel where they had been picked up from for the party bus. And as he was dropping patrons off, he was knocked down by a man who hit him, pushed him down, and then jumped in the party bus and took off. He led on a high-speed chase through Los Angeles to San Bernardino Valley and Santa Clara before they exited in Palmdale. They crashed it there. The vehicle was heavily damaged. Patrol units surrounded the bus. They thought they were going to see a man come out. No, it was a woman dressed in a man's suit. A woman had stolen the bus. Ask why she stole the bus. She goes, San Diego's a long way from Santa Clara, and I needed to get to Santa Clara.
Well, and there you have it.
No word on whether the party bus had a stripper pole or not. No word.
They usually do, my love.
And then finally, Germany. Botzen, Germany, police said a 29-year-old suspect ran off with $5.65 worth of goods he was trying to steal. That triggered an alarm at a supermarket checkout late last Friday. Mm-hmm. The culprit was quickly identified. The suspect, German, also managed to fall during his escape. He ended the day in the hospital. But he left something very telling behind at the grocery store when he left. His 8-year-old son. The 8-year-old told him right where they lived, took him right home. The 8-year-old knew where he lived, took the cops right home, where the man jumped out of a second-story window and ended up in the hospital during his escape. What kind of father of the year is this moron?
You know, that's worse. That is worse than leaving your driver's license or giving the girl your phone number to get a date. That is, you left your kid.
Who took the cops right home.
Right home. Hey, I got to get home to Mom because Dad's in trouble.
He only lived 2.5 blocks away. Kid knew where he was. It's not like an 8-year-old's an infant or anything, you know?
And then jumps out of a 2-story window.
Yeah.
He probably broke his leg or something.
All over $5.65 worth of goods.
Oh, my gosh.
Here's my question.
Mm-hmm.
What are you buying that costs $5.65 that's so important at that grocery store, it sets alarms off when you exit with it?
Sudafed?
$5.65. I don't know.
That's kind of low.
Things may be a little different in Germany. I don't know.
It could be.
But then once the alarm went off, he's pushing the buggy out. The alarm goes off. He just shoves the buggy in. When you see the video, He just shoves the buggy out the front door, goes running off. Well, the buggy's got his 8-year-old son in it. There he goes, right down the sidewalk.
I don't think if he is married, I don't think it's going to last too much longer.
German police charge him with child neglect and retail petty theft.
There you go. And there's your sign.
They probably could have charged him with trying to elude police, but he broke his leg or something jumping out of the second-story window. They're like, look, that's enough. That's enough.
That's enough. We'll give him a mulligan on that one.
Who leaves their 8-year-old at the grocery store? Gosh.
Hey, maybe you just figured, hey, he'll figure out how to get home.
Well, and he did. And he brought the cops with him.
Probably did it intentionally. That dude made me walk home? Okay, let's go.
Exactly.
Come on.
Exactly. probably, you're not even my dad. You're my stepdad. We got to take a break. We'll come back. Now it's going to be time for Florida Dumb Crook News. The first one's not really dumb crooks. They're just dumb, but it's so funny I had to tell the story. We'll do that next. You're listening to Ocala Talks on WOCA 1370 AM, 96.3 FM. The Source.
Shamrock Security Systems, 629-3223. Shamrock Security Systems is located here in Ocala, Florida. Shamrock Security Systems is a top-rated alarm company offering 24/7 monitoring, video surveillance, fire and flood protection. You'll sleep a little better once the job is done. Shamrock Security Systems for over 31 years. 629-3223. Get a 100% free quote from Shamrock Security. 629-3223.
Hello, I'm Mark Sears with Regency Printing. With over 10 years in the printing business, I know you'll find Regency Printing the place for all your local printing needs. Plus, I have fax services, mailbox rentals, notary service, U.S. mail, pack and ship, all at one convenient location, 2375 Northeast 25th Avenue. Just look for the yellow signs. Regency Printing, 789-6683. That's 789-6683. Regency Printing.
Hey, I didn't know it rained last night.
Oh, it didn't. Why do you say that?
Because little Johnny's in the backyard playing in that big mud puddle.
Did you leave the hose on?
No, the neighbor borrowed it yesterday.
Wait, is that the side where the septic...
Johnny, get out of there!
Having septic problems? At Mike Scott Plumbing, we can make those septic worries disappear. We can pump your septic tank, repair your drain field, and, if needed, even install a whole new system. At Mike Scott Plumbing, we don't take crap from anyone. We take it from everyone. 237-2888. Mike Scott Plumbing. If water runs through it, we do it.
QC Kinetics patient Robert Patterson, a veteran and business owner, struggled at work and in the gym with chronic agonizing shoulder pain.
Those injuries just continue to nag, and if you don't treat them, they just get worse. And I just kind of abused my body for a long time, and it finally had said enough is enough.
That's okay, because QC Kinetics tells your pain, hey, enough is enough. Their regenerative treatments bring you relief by helping restore and repair damaged tissue with no drugs, no downtime, and best of all, no surgery.
I was able to exceed the goals that I had previously attained in the gym. It was absolutely worth its weight in gold, so I could continue to live life without limitation.
Ready to get lasting relief from your joint pain? Call QC Kinetics to learn more about how natural biologic treatments can get you lasting results. Call now. It's a free consultation.
352-400-4550. That's 352-400-4550. QC Kinetics. 352-400-4550.
Each morning, we wake up thankful to live in a free nation with liberty and justice for all. But sometimes those liberties can be put in jeopardy, and you may have questions about what to do or who to call. Let Doc Blanchard of Blanchard, Miriam, Adele, and Kirkland help you find the answers. Attorneys at law since 1974 and located in downtown Ocala. If you have legal issues, don't go it alone. Call 352-732-7218. Blanchard, Miriam, Adele, and Kirkland, helping protect your liberties every day.
Started in 1975. It's Yendel's Building Materials. Whether you're making repairs, adding a room, or building a house, Yendel's constantly delivers excellent service and top quality materials and many of the tools and hardware you need to get the job done. At Yendel's, they take pride in supplying their customers with new and innovative products. Yendel's experience in truss design, manufacturing, and component materials is second to none. 834 North Magnolia Avenue in Ocala, 732-3000. Stop by to experience the difference.
Get it for less at the DIY Home Center outlet. Get top quality real wood cabinets the same or less than the big box stores are selling the cheap stuff. And that's not all. Drywall screws big box stores are $6.47 a pound. At DIY, only $4.99. Plus, DIY has the largest selection of mobile home parts and accessories anywhere. From carpet to doors, get the DIY supplies you need for less. The DIY Home Center outlet. We are your building material closeout store. 2191 Northwest 10th Street, just 2 miles east of I-75.
Veterans Helping Veterans USA. Call 352-433-2320. We help veterans and their families with limited financial assistance, counseling, employment referrals, and a food and clothing bank. You can help in making a huge difference in the veterans' lives we serve by donating food, clothing, household items, or direct financial assistance. All donations are tax deductible. Veterans Helping Veterans USA. 352-433-2320. Thank you for your attention, and God bless America.
Now you've done it. Have you lost your mind? He's back. And you're listening again. A legend in his own mind. Don't believe me? Just ask him. Here's Tom Schmitz live on WOCA. The Source.
Welcome back to Ocala Talks. We're in the middle of dumb crook news. Susan Schmitz joins us. As always, the first half is dumb crooks around the world. The second half is dumb crooks in Florida. It's time to go.
For your hearing pleasure, Dumb Crook News.
That's right, it is dumb crook news, and it's time for Florida's man's version. You ready, Susan?
I am ready.
All right, this one's really not about guys that committed a crime technically, but they should have been arrested for extreme dumbness. Cody Morgan and Jeffrey Hertz. They were hanging out at their Park Central Apartments in Orlando last weekend. Buddies hang out all the time. You know how that works. Well,
I know how that works.
Morgan brought over his .38 caliber Taurus. Hertz brought out his gun cleaning kit. Morgan cleaned his gun. Then Hertz sat across from him on the couch. When Morgan finished cleaning his gun, he handed things over to Hertz, who began to clean his guns. Now, while that was going down, are you going to tell me? Well, while that was going down, Morgan began loading his gun with 5 rounds. That's according to the police report. Well, he accidentally pulled the trigger. The bullet went through Morgan's left hand, hit Hertz in the upper right arm. He stood up, grabbed his bloody arm, told Morgan, "We need to go to the hospital," which is actually pretty impressive, seeing how most of us in this situation would react by saying, well, I'm not going to read what they could be saying, what the story said they could be saying. The 2 men took themselves to the hospital. Both had the worst "I once got shot" story to tell for the rest of their lives. They didn't get arrested. The cops saw it was an accidental shooting. Both were permitted. Both had license for the guns and everything. So while technically no crime was committed, they should be charged with just being dumb.
Yes. I really thought you were going to say they shot each other on accident.
Well, no, one guy shot both of them. He shot both of them. And the Orange County captain that was on the scene said, technically, could we have arrested them for firing a firearm inside a dwelling? Yes. But the fact that they had both gotten shot, we think that was punishment enough.
Yes. I agree.
I agree.
That's
Miami Gardens, Florida is where the next story's at. An angry man, he got mad at a worker at Starbucks because they forgot to put cream cheese on his bagel.
Oh, yeah.
Well, the man became angry. He was at the drive-thru. When they messed up his order earlier this week, he returned to the window to scream at the employees. The girl in the window, the girl working the drive-thru, asked the man, "Did you order cream cheese? Did you pay for cream cheese? Can I see your receipt? If it's on your receipt, we'll gladly remake it for you." At which point he became enraged and pulled out a gun
Oh.
The employee at the other end of the gun, though, wasn't really one that would scare easy. And she knew what to do. She put her hands up in a non-aggressive manner, listened to the man scream and yell, said, "Sir, we'll do whatever you need to make it right." He realized that he was causing a scene, so he screeched out of the drive-through window. He was pulled over about 20 minutes later by Miami Garden police.
Yes.
They had a great description of the car, the license plate. They had a very good description of the man who was holding the gun, what type of gun it was. You see, the drive-through window worker was the oldest daughter of the police chief of Miami Gardens, who had been taught by her father how to describe all these things. So in her cool manner, she said, all I could think of was, Dad always says, in the face of danger like that, stay calm and notice everything you can notice. So I just started noticing. It was a Smith & Wesson. I just started noticing. It was a beige car. She said, that kept me from thinking about the gun in my face. All I could think about was my dad saying, get as much information as you can remember.
Well, good for her. That's great. You know what? That's great training for anybody.
What are you in here for?
Even us.
What are you in here for? I tried to murder somebody. What are you in here for? I tried to arm rob a bank. What are you in here for? I pulled a gun, pissed off I didn't get cream cheese.
Cream cheese.
I could make a cream cheese joke now, but it just wouldn't work. It just wouldn't work.
Oh, some people.
Oh, in jail now for pulling a gun because he didn't get cream cheese on his bagel. That, folks, is the definition of a first world problem.
It is.
And then finally, Cape Coral, Florida, right down next to Fort Myers. This is a story you'll like. A man was caught on a Cape Coral security system screaming around 3 a.m. Thursday morning. The unidentified man woke up everybody on Southeast 10th Avenue Canal. They got an early show. It wasn't one you could see, though, but you could definitely hear it. The dogs were barking. Everybody goes outside. Come to find out, the man was protesting pyrotechnics. He didn't like fireworks.
Okay.
He said that when asked by the cops, why were you outside? He was outside at 3 a.m. running around the neighborhood with a bullhorn going, firecracker, firecracker, boom. When the cops asked him why he was doing it, he goes, well, I wanted to wake them up with firecrackers like they wake my dogs up when they're firing them off every night before 4th of July even gets here.
Well, yeah, there's that. So far, I'm on his side.
One of the lady whose security camera captured the screaming he said he was upset people were celebrating early. She said he yelled, firecracker, firecracker. She yelled, shut up, shut up. She said she understands why he's upset. She has animals and she doesn't buy fireworks and she's upset too. But she doesn't know what she's more upset with. Him yelling firecracker at 3 in the morning or people actually shooting fireworks off at 9, 10 o'clock at night. Let me tell you what Tom would be most upset with.
Yeah, here's the thing, though, my love. You'd be upset about that, but I could also see you doing that.
Oh, 100% I would do it.
I could
100%.
see you.
I don't disagree with the guy.
That guy.
I don't disagree with the guy. But I would do it. I'd do it much better. I'd have my PA system set up, and I would plug my PA system in the driveway, and play John Sousa Phillips' "Stars and Stripes Forever" while fireworks were going off on the PA system. That's what I would do. I'd go ahead and really make a spectacle of it. Cops show up July 1st. Hey, there's a noise ordinance. That's only in cars, pal. Shut up. They're going to shoot these fireworks off starting June 17th. I'm going to let them have it. So, Hey, speaking of this weekend, lots of people be shooting fireworks off and everything, but you're actually going to be at Brown's Produce out in Oxford?
Yeah, so the shop's closed tomorrow for the holiday weekend. I mean, nothing's going to go out anyways until Tuesday, so no sense in really being open. So we're loading up the SUV and heading to Brown's. We've done this several times where instead of, donating to a landfill, we're going to try to sell some items. I got great pegboard stuff and a whole bunch of it. So if somebody is actually looking for pegboard supplies or but it's good for a garage or a business.
Right.
That for displays. But I have a whole bunch of it that was left at the unit that we're in now.
What time are you going to be at Brown's? We got about 10 seconds.
Sorry, 7:30 to noon tomorrow morning.
Open to the public.
Brown's Produce, open to the public, free to the public, and there's a ton of vendors. So come on out and do a little shopping.
It's a big
Save
swap
our
meet.
landfill.
Big swap meet.
Big one.
Thanks,
Come see me.
Thanks, Susan.
All right, love you. Bye.
We'll be back.
With Lance Pride.
A federal judge ordered 2 defendants charged in alleged Governor Gretchen Whitmer, the Democrat from Michigan kidnapping scheme, to face trial, setting a tentative start date for August 9th.